you, this weekend when we were camping, on the way to the campsite, stopped at a Tim Hortons in Sook, British Columbia on Vancouver Island. I've said some negative things about Tim Hortons before, and they immediately knew that I was not one of them. Because here's my impression of everybody else at the Tim Hortons. Hey, can I get the crispy chicken Caesar rice bowl with a mango lassi? I was like, what the hell? Is Tim Hortons? Did I miss like a Tim Hortons reimagination? Hey, can I get a crispy chicken protein bowl? Oh, to drink? No, coffee? No. I want to have coffee. Can I get like a steeped cold brewed green tea? Like, it's great. We walked up to, I wasn't going to debase myself getting lunch at the Tim Hortons when there was an A&W next door, okay? I will say, I'm going to say one positive thing about Tim Hortons, and it's been a long time since I've said this. My daughter loves donuts. We said we're camping. You know what would be nice to have? Timbits. Sue me. Said one double chocolate glazed donut and a 20-pack of assorted Timbits, please. Lady looks me dead in the face and says that'll be $6.09. And I've never tapped my card faster in my entire life because I was like, she made a huge mistake. This should be at least $11. And then I took the Timbits back to the table and I was like, we gotta go. And I looked at the menu. 20 Timbits is $4.99. 20 Timbits is $4.99, dude. That's crazy. I get that it's just like dough and sugar, but like you can't buy dough and sugar at that weight for that price now. You can't do it. It's insanity. Remember when it was like $2? No, I stopped eating there when I was like 11. It's been like 20 years since I've been there. Anyway, they call them the dolls, but they're anything but. At least, here's what I'm going to say, because I've been going off on Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons sucks, but at least it's cheap. Subway sucks, and it's expensive as hell. At least Tim Hortons has elevated itself above one restaurant, in my opinion. And it's a little insane to me because I used to go to bat for Subway. But then the kickin' chicken sandwich and the new signature subs and the tip option on the debit machine, and then it's $18, it's 1,260 calories. Get a clue. Bro, your sandwiches suck. Know your place. Anyway. Okay, they export electricity and cassava and other uncoated paper. And gold. Cassava is like it's a staple starch, coffee and bananas, $10 billion. Electricity's interesting because you don't know what it comes from. Does it come from coal? Does it come from hydroelectric? This is Central or South America, I think. Can I start a little crazy? How much coffee do you export? 119 million. That seems pretty low. I'm going to go a little insane. I'm going to say Uruguay and just see where we stack up here. Oh my God, it's not even close. Is cassava not South American? It's North African. Electricity. Uncoated paper. Video displays. Gold. This might even be like Central Asia. Like 17,000 kilometers is a lot. Gold? Can I get a iron and gold? A mountainous region in Africa would be like Uganda. Obviously, okay, we didn't go far enough. It's 8,000 kilometers northeast of Uganda, which puts us like, I think it does put us in Central Asia. Like we bypass the entirety of the Arabian Peninsula. We find ourselves in like, 10 billion is a decent amount. What about, this should be at the northeasternmost border of reasonability. Okay, it's at the northernmost. It's not at the easternmost. Going 4,400 kilometers I was going to say north-south. Southeast of Kazakhstan. Here's the thing. Thankfully, I picked a country that's, I don't know, 8,000 kilometers wide, so I have no idea what 4,000 kilometers away from it means. It really depends on your positioning, to be honest with you. Like whether you're in the western border, the capital, the eastern border, I don't know. I'm racking my brain, okay? I'm picturing the world map. You can tell because I'm looking up. I promise there's no world map on my ceiling, okay? I don't even have anything behind me. I wouldn't put anything on the ceiling except a mirror when your mom comes over. Just to make sure that the mark on the top of my head has disappeared because I don't want her to be concerned when she's blowing me. Let me... Sorry. My brain is like, I don't want to think about geography. Make jokes. I don't want to think about geography. Say anything else. 4,400 kilometers away from Kazakhstan to the southeast. How about this is not good. This is Sri Lanka. We're still moving east? That's crazy, man. Are we in like Southeast Asia now? Northeast of Sri Lanka. It's like 3,000 kilometers. We're in like Laos. Whoa! God is my witness. I didn't know you could grow bananas in Laos. I kind of thought bananas were just like a Central and South American thing. But I guess cassava is kind of like a banana, right? Or is cassava kind of like a sweet potato? Why not? I thought it was like a climate thing. I don't know. Cassava is more like a potato. All right. All right. There's so many types of bananas? Not really. I know you've seen the video essay. I mean, no disrespect. I'm not saying it's not hella tropical. I'm just saying, it's like you could probably grow olives in like a lot of the world. But if you see olives on the fucking Tradle, you're going to be like, we're in the Mediterranean. Oh, you didn't know? Ecuador's on the same latitude as Lebanon. No, I didn't, because I'm not Latitude Andy, This is not twitch.tv/latitude gamer. I'm just trying to live my life. Globle. Anyway, we got it right. Why are you so mad? We got it right. Why am I so mad? I got it right. I'm clicking on the Globle to play. It's not loading. Is Globle down today? Nope, it totally works. Probably someone else was trying to use it at the same time. Laos. Okay. Uruguay. Oh! Argentina? Oh! Now that's a good performance right there. Holy. You know what? See, people always look at the Tradle in a bubble. And they go, oh, it took you 4 for Tradle today. Yeah, but because it took me 4 for Tradle, it only took me 3 for Globle. You got to look at, it's like baseball. You don't just look at your slugging percentage or your OBP. You got to combine your slugging and your OBP to get some kind of like weird decimal number greater than 1 that nobody understands by looking at it, except for people who try to sell you on their advanced stats newsletter. Anyway, my ass, just so you know, my ass is not French. So I don't know what soyez prêts pour les symptômes d'allergies it's very important that it's inattendus, just so you know. This is Switzerland. This is not Switzerland. This is Austria. This is not Austria. This is Romania. He's insane. Good evening. So true. People from Romania be like, good evening. It does look like a fish from a fish finder. You know, like you'd be driving in the boat with your grandpa. If you saw this thing come up on the fish finder, you'd be like, we got to stop here. That's not like a minnow. That thing's like a largemouth bass. We've made it successfully through geography. We're on November 9th, 2001. Moulin Rouge me. That's just November 2001 to me. I'm putting myself in the mindset. It was there's going to be a Lord of the Rings in here, no doubt about it. Maybe some doubt about it. I was in 8th grade. I was about to turn 13 years old. I was watching Siskel and Ebert at the movies at 1 a.m. every Sunday. I think we're going to be okay. Now, let me start here. I'm just going to be honest. Disney movies, this was not my forte at this period of my life. Starring John Goodman, this is Monsters Incorporated. Goated Pixar, definitely top 5 Pixar. 20th Century Fox opens to $22 million, starring Gwyneth Paltrow. In the year 2001, starring Gwyneth Paltrow, the year 2001. Genre is a comedy romance. Actor 2 is Jack Black. It's shallow, Hal. I should have thought about it for a second, but thinking is painful. So my brain said, no, you need one more hint. Okay, Shallow Hal. Sony Pictures. Pretty big drop from week 1 to 2. Let me see. Actor 1 is Jet Li. This is The One. Okay, easy enough. Kind of like Kung Fu Highlander. Never seen it. That shit cost $49 million to make. Crazy. Paramount Pictures, $8 million in week 2. Actor 1, John Travolta. John Travolta, 2001. Swordfish. Okay, give me actor 2. Matt O'Leary. Thriller, crime, mystery. Tagline: he will do anything to protect his family. Okay, I'm going to do anything to protect my sanity. I'm going to minimize you for a second. New Line Cinema opened to $7 million, starring Gene Hackman. It's Behind Enemy Lines. It's not Welcome to Mooseport. What else was Gene Hackman in? He was in Runaway Jury, but that's 2003. Gene Hackman, 2001. Royal Tenenbaums. It seems like it could be. It's pre-Wes Anderson's huge wide release glow up. Actor 2, Danny DeVito. Oh, what are you gonna do? Gonna. Never. I know this movie. Danny DeVito. Something's gotta give, gotta kick it up. It's not well liked. I can see the font. It uses like the red font, like from Tropic Thunder's Jack Black movie, The Fatties. It's got like a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. Remember the night I told you you'll never be a good writer because you don't have a curious mind? Actor 3, Vince Vaughn. This is Domestic Disturbance. Why didn't you say Vince Vaughn? I don't know who the hell Matt O'Leary is. This is Domestic Disturbance, of course. If you put Vince Vaughn as the second billing, I'd know that it's Domestic Disturbance, but who the hell's Matt O'Leary? He probably plays like a little kid. He works at like Ernst & Young now. Tagline: Isn't love that makes the world go round. Delroy Lindo. Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, Delroy Lindo. Joe Moore has a job he loves. He's a thief. His job goes sour when he gets caught on security camera tape. His fence, Bergman, comes back on the money he's owed, and his wife may be betraying him with the fence's young lieutenant. Moore and his partner Bobby Blaine and their utility man Pinky Pincus find themselves broke, betrayed, and blackmailed. Moore is forced to commit his crew to do one last big job. So there's the score, and then there's heist. It is heist. Okay, I'm crazy. Pinky Pincus. This is not... Okay, can somebody tell me what movie I'm talking about that is Danny DeVito? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Thank you. That's bright red, the fatties font. It's Danny DeVito, Martin Lawrence. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got 0 on this one, but we got all 5. 64th percentile. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Don't fucking lie to me. None of you fuckers knew Domestic Disturbance. You're all getting Monsters, Inc. Although probably when you hit the second actor, you'd be like, who the hell's Billy Crystal? Some of y'all haven't seen Analyze That, okay? I have. Josh, it's a pretty good movie. Pardon me, it's a pretty good movie. We know Billy Crystal. You beating me is like Billy Crystal playing Scarface. Now you can see it. You can see with your eyes. Boom, bow, surprise. You know what I'm talking about? He's off today? What are you talking about? I've crushed like every dull so far. Plus Josh is here. Cine2nerdle. Oh, man. Okay. Jet Li, Mummy, Brendan Fraser. This is the Mummy 3, Curse of the Dragon Tomb. Sci-fi. Jason, oh, it's my favorite movie. Jason Statham, Adrenaline Voltage. So here's something that's interesting, okay? Because this is, hey, Half2N, by the way. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. This is Crank 2 High Voltage. The heart rate one is Crank 1. And that's about adrenaline. So just give me a minute here, okay? I think that might be the connection, but it might not be. So we got Jean-Claude Van Damme, Universal Soldier, which maybe has Dolph Lundgren in it, okay? And then we got Sylvester Stallone, Sci-Fi, Dragon. Never mind. We have First Blood. Oh, Sylvester Stallone, First Blood, PTSD. The shapes are going to... That makes perfect sense, by the way. This is going to mess me up. This is a Dragon, Sci-Fi. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Universal Soldier. This is... the shapes are all twisted, man. I think we need to go back to... this. And then... this. And then this. Okay, so there's our 4 connections. Mummy 3, Crank, Universal Soldier, Rambo First Blood. The One, Jet Li. Heart rate, voltage, heart rate, Dragon, Mummy, heart rate. Sylvester Stallone. You just got to play free association. It's the Expendables. Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Jet Li, Jason Statham. Boom. Gang. Yum. Sylvester Stallone. Yum. Jet Li. Jet Li. No, Lundgren. Sorry. Ice cream. So good. Oh, man. What is he doing? Slay. You didn't see that? I was gone for 3 days. I'm still more ahead of the times than you. How does that happen? Okay, we have the reversal here. You were freakily early on that? I know something one of a kind when I see it, okay? I don't need to wait for some unemployed professional tweeter with 300,000 Twitter followers to spotlight it. I know transcendent art when I see it. Okay, this is the reversal. It helps, though. It's true, it doesn't hurt. Okay. Tom Cruise. Jerry Maguire, Minority Report, A Few Good Men, Edge of Tomorrow. Contact, A Time to Kill, Amistad. Movies with A in the title. Tom Hanks, A Man Called Otto. Men in Black? I don't think so. Tom Hanks, Catherine Zeta-Jones, The Terminal. American Hustle, Amy Adams. I don't mean this to be super disrespectful, okay? Amy Adams is an amazing actress. She's been in a lot of amazing movies, but she's also been in a lot of dog shit, honestly. Was she in A Man Called Otto? It's entirely possible that, I mean, she was in fucking season 1 of The Office. She was in season 1 of The Office. She played Purse Girl, okay? She's been in a lot of shit, okay? She's been in a lot of good stuff. She's been in a lot of shit. I'm just saying that because I don't know if her ass was in A Man Called Otto, which really has no reason to exist. It's one of those movies that only exists because North American audiences are like allergic to subtitles if you were born before 1971. Anyway, I think that these are movies that have important courtroom scenes because in Contact, they're like, Jodie Foster, come on, you didn't go to space. You didn't go to space. And then A Time to Kill just sounds like a John Grisham. Well, never mind. Fuck. Amistad, movies with boats, movies with aliens. Edge of Tomorrow, Arrival, Men in Black, Contact. Okay, that's a nice connection for us right there. Movies with Eric Bana. Movies that take place in Germany. In Germany, Munich, Judgment at Nuremberg, Minority Report, Dallas Buyers Club, movies with Jared Leto, movies that take place in the 1970s, movies with Tom Hanks in them. Movies you have Tom Hanks in them. Kramer versus Kramer. Dustin Hoffman. Meryl Streep. David O. Russell. You got any more David O. Russell joints in here? No one tell Lily Tomlin. Steven Spielberg. Minority Report, Steven Spielberg. He's crazy. Which one of these other movies is Steven Spielberg, bro? Don't tell me. No, he wouldn't have done A Man Called Otto because his ass was doing The Fabelmans then. Few Good Men. Amistad. Movies about the military. Movies about Kramer versus Kramer. I'm interested. Look at the average is 3.3 today, okay? This is not an easy one. I got to find a connection that makes these work too. I got 8 swaps left. The theme of Kramer versus Kramer is divorce. Or, I don't know, depression. The theme of Jerry Maguire is showing me the money. Jerry Maguire. Movies with the name of the person in the Kramer versus Kramer, Jerry Maguire, A Man Called Otto already would have worked. Movies where the theme is corruption, American Hustle, A Few Good Men. I'm just swapping because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Matthew McConaughey is in this. And Matthew McConaughey is in this. I don't know what else Matthew McConaughey's in. So I'm like, but these are definitely all movies with motherfucking aliens in them. So they should have sent a poet. Contact, Amistad, Time to Kill. Maybe these are all movies with Matthew McConaughey too? Okay. Progress. Jerry Maguire. This is throwing me. I got 12 different connections here. The Terminal, Munich. Which one of you motherfuckers is Steven Spielberg? Does Steven Spielberg do Amistad? I don't know, okay? I'm feeling like Judgment at Nuremberg and A Few Good Men and Kramer versus Kramer are going to be connected because they're about courtrooms. And then A Time to Kill gets hot swapped. I've solved the puzzle. Hey God, okay. Movies with aliens, courtroom dramas, Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise, must be Matthew McConaughey. Courtroom drama, alien, Spielberg, McConaughey, Cruise. Okay. That was tough, man. That was the ones with the fakes. Very tricky. To suss out the fakes is not easy. 3.3 out of 5. Pathetic. Man Called Otto, so sad it's fake. I've seen the Swedish original. I remember one of them, he's sad. One of them drives a Volvo. One of them drives a Saab. They have like a rivalry. People in the town are racist. He's like, I may be depressed, but at least I'm not racist. And everyone's like, I've seen it, okay? It's not a bad movie, but I'm not going to watch the remake. Like, come on. Honestly, I'm disappointed in Tom Hanks because he's an amazing actor. Why does he do so many mid-movies? Man Called Otto, Pinocchio remake. Come on, man. He's got to like do some good stuff, dude. He's a good actor. I guess he's in Elvis. You said last week he's in no bad movies? That's Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise I was immediately corrected because he's in The Mummy. Tom Hanks has been in some bad movies. Okay, I don't know where I'm going on this one. I have seen The Maze Runner. Mummy is good. No, we're talking about The Mummy 2018. Not Mummy 1997 or whatever. Okay, I don't even know who's in Divergent, so we have to start there. I know that at least this movie has Jojen from Game of Thrones, and I think that Will Poulter is in this. I saw it on an airplane, and I was like, that's the kid from Son of Rambo. Now you'd be like, oh, actually, he's from fucking Bandersnatch and Midsommar and Season 2 of The Bear. That shit didn't exist back then. So all I knew him from was Son of Rambo and like We're the Millers, okay? So we're probably trying to get to Will Poulter. So I got to start with Divergent. Now, we have actors here that I recognize. I need to work forwards and work backwards from forwards. What the hell? Maggie Q, Mekhi Phifer, Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet's in Divergent? Okay, let me think. We're trying to get to We're the Millers, probably, which means we're looking to get to Jason Sudeikis or Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston hasn't done that many movies. Now, where's our connections here? Ansel Elgort, Baby Driver. Baby Driver gets you to Kevin Spacey. Baby Driver gets you to Jamie Foxx. Ashley Judd, Double Jeopardy. The Bone Collector. I was going to say Sweet Home Alabama. Almost embarrassed myself. That's Reese Witherspoon. Jai Courtney gets you to the Suicide Squad and Suicide Squad 2. Miles Teller, Fantastic Four. Whiplash. Is Jason Sudeikis in any of these fuckers? Jason Sudeikis is in Booksmart. Who else is in Booksmart? Skylar Gisondo, who is in... Hang on, I'm too far in. Yeah, I'm too deep. Zoe Kravitz, The Batman. Jeremy Irons, Jeremy's Iron. Robert Pattinson. Corey Stoll. That gets you to Marvel. I guess you can get to Marvel a variety of different ways. But Jason Sudeikis has not become MODOK yet. In fact, wait, just let me think about it for a damn second, okay? I don't know. I can't tell you anything that Shailene Woodley's been in. I know she's top billing. I could picture her face. I've seen a bit of a movie on TV where she's like, I'm an alien. It's just all the young adult, fucking not the good ones. You know what I'm talking about. She's no Jennifer Lawrence. Don't flatter yourself, Shailene Woodley. Okay. Sorry, am I making enemies? Zoe Kravitz. Miles Teller. Where am I going? Jason Sudeikis. Jennifer Aniston. Or we could get to Florence Pugh, for example. Take it straight to Midsommar. Catch a train to Will Poulter from there. Jason Sudeikis. The only movie I know him from is Booksmart. How sad is that? I'm like at a full dead end here. I fucking give up, man. I've just been staring at this screen for 20 minutes. We got to start moving. What's another? Let me find a hook, okay? Midsommar. I'm really just trying to connect to Florence Pugh. I am not cooking. There's a part of me that thinks possibly Ansel Elgort to Jamie Foxx, to Baby Driver, to Jamie Foxx, to Horrible Bosses, and then we pray that Jason Sudeikis is just in Horrible Bosses. Okay, we don't have to pray. He's one of the employees, which then takes you to the fucking We're the Millers, which takes you to Will Poulter, which takes you to The Maze Runner 2014. Okay, we got there. We worked it out in our head, which feels good, okay? Short as possible. Shailene Woodley, Panopticon, Jacob Lattimore, The Maze Runner. Nobody has seen all three of these movies. There's not a person on planet Earth that has seen all three of these films. Sorry. What the hell is Panopticon? Foucault ass. Goofy ass. Whatever. What do they say? Okay. Today's Gamedle. It's a Transformer. You see the clip from the end of the new Transformers where Peter Dinklage says he's getting his head crushed by an enormous turbine that Optimus Prime is pushing his skull into, and he says, "The reinforcements." Like his last words are, "The reinforcements." But he's like completely disinterested. Is so good. He's supposed to be emotionless. Yeah, but like it's a movie. Like isn't it supposed to inspire like emotions in you? Anyway. I guess it's Transformers now that I think about it. This is Kingdom. Holy cow. Honestly, I just don't want it that bad. Metacritic score of 83. This is a sports game. This is FIFA 12, 1912 maybe. Original platform DS, Track and Field, International Track and Field 2000. Pet Raising Simulation. This is Nintendogs. Okay, I've never played it. But that makes perfect sense. Gamedle. Beyonce played it in the same way that Jason Alexander played Metroid Prime. You've seen the picture. Hang on, I forgot, for Guess the Game, I got to get an appropriate ad. Give it a second. It's like the picture of Bob Odenkirk playing Melee. Dude, it's crazy that it's Bob Odenkirk and David Cross playing Melee. I think the true millennial Gen Z divide is whether you think that David Cross is more famous or Bob Odenkirk is more famous. Now, I know now Bob Odenkirk is more famous. But for like 15 years, it was like David Cross and then also the tall guy who does comedy with him. David Cross was in Scary Movie 2. He was on Arrested Development. He had huge stand-up comedy albums and tours. Best thing that ever happened to his career was the second term of George W. Bush. You get the idea. Bob Odenkirk was just like, you'd always wonder, like, hey, what's going on with David Cross is out here killing it? What's going on with Bob Odenkirk? Meanwhile, apparently he wrote like half of the great comedy films that you've ever seen in your life. And then, late in his career, he just decided, I'll do like a little bit part on Breaking Bad. All of a sudden, I'm in one of the most critically acclaimed shows of all time. Oh, no, it ended. Run it back. We run it back one more. A lot of people say it's even better. The dude's in the Post now. Put him in the Post. The dude's in Nobody. Guess what? This motherfucker, he's 80 years old. He's John Wick now. The audiences go crazy when they see him in Little Women. He's going nuts, man. He's threatening Quentin Tarantino for the #1 open foot fetishist on the planet. But unlike Quentin Tarantino, nobody gives him any flack for it. Quentin Tarantino, people were like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood might be one of the best movies ever made, but Margot Robbie's feet really took me out of it. You try to bully Bob Odenkirk for his foot fetish. People are like, leave him alone, leave him alone. This is another Bayonetta. This is Bayonetta 2. I'll tell you one thing, whoever runs this website fucking loves Bayonetta, man. This is Bayonetta 1. No, it's not. It's Onimusha 3, Demon Siege. This is Onimusha Warlords. This is Azura's Wrath. This is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This is Neo! It's the correct saga. This is Neo 2. From 2020. Hang on. Remember, they have keywords now. Want a gorgeous deck? Teach me. I want you to spend so much time on my deck that it's permanently stained. Sorry. Horse, Fury, Gods, Maze, Magic. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Banshee Gliding, Revenge, Suicide, Villain, Centaurs, Climbing, God of War, Ragnarok, Minotaur's Mythology, Sociopathy, Superpowers, Petrification. It's the correct saga. God of War. Instant Kill, One Man Army, Voice Acting, Crowd Control, Greatest Hits, Stat Tracking, and Cutscene Pause. God of War 2. That is not on the PlayStation 4. Sibling Rivalry. Special Attacks, Bangsian Fantasy, Extreme Violence, Falling Sequence, Heroic Sacrifice, and of course, Male Protagonist. That's God of War 1. That's God of War 3. Yeah, my ass is going to share my results over the fucking phone. I'm going to click that button, Google Voice my mom, and say, Mom, just so you know, I got today's Gamedle keywords in 6 guesses. What was it? It was God of War 3. That's nice, honey. That's WhatsApp? Not much, brother. WhatsApp with you? I'm not going to do it. She's busy. Don't tell me what WhatsApp is. I'm 34 years old, okay? Or don't ask me what WhatsApp is. I'm just refreshing till I get I want like to get an advertisement that's appropriate to show to my chat, okay? It's the same ad every time. Are you too old to learn anything new? No, I'm just fucking too old to learn a new social media app. I'm too old to learn a new messaging app. I'm definitely old enough to like learn how to, use a string cutter to get fucking sick ass edges on my lawn. But I'm too old to be like, we don't like the billionaire who founded WhatsApp anymore. We're all moving to Hot Chat. We got Hot Chat for 11 years. We don't like the billionaire that runs Hot Chat anymore. We want some new billionaire made an app that cloned Hot Chat. It's called Cool Talk. Everybody get on Cool Talk. I'm too old to run. You know what? I'm old enough to have done that shit before, which is why I'm not going back. Here we go. Here's a good ad. Why cybersecurity risk management software something something. This is Assassin's Creed 3. That was a really good guess. This is Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. It's Sekiro. That's Neo 2? Is Neo? It's Onimusha? Bro. Oh, it's the other one. Sony Sekiro for people who hate gaming and love cutscenes. Shadows of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. Yes. Ghost of Tsushima. It has great gameplay. I'm sure there's 15 minutes of great gameplay where you press X as a sword almost falls on your head, and you narrowly roll out of the way, and then you get an 80-minute cutscene where a lady tells you that the fucking Empire killed her family or whatever, and you're very strong, and she's got great pathfinding abilities, so she's like, follow me. And then you're like almost at the objective, and she's like, hang on. And then you get low in the tall grass, and then some text comes up that says, when you crouch in the tall grass, enemies can't see you. You may overhear important things that could help you out in your quest. Listen, I'm glad you like it. If you want to find other people who like it, literally fucking ask anybody. Everybody likes it. It's not that I don't like it, it's that my ass only played like an hour of it for a bounty, okay? So I got nothing against it. Just let me make jokes at its expense, okay? $11,000 gamers can't be wrong. The Logitech G95 TKL 10 keyless Lightspeed fucking what Lightspeed? Hyper light, maybe it's a hint, Hyper Light Drifter. It's not in the Hyperlight Drifter saga, unfortunately. It did come out on one of the systems of all time, though, but it does not involve fantasy, science fiction, or any of these genres. Let's call it a first-person shooter. Let's call this Deus Ex 1 from id Software. Sorry, it's from the Unreal Engine, but it is later than the year 2000. There is either stealth or science fiction in it. It's either a shooter or a role-playing game. It's first person and third person. You know what this fucking tells me. First person and third person shooter science fiction Fallout 3, which was probably not made in the Unreal Engine, but we're just looking for more greens. We get as many greens as possible, okay? Now look at this. We know now that it is a stealth game that is in the first person and the third person between 2000 and 2008. Unreal Engine, I don't care. Well, it's just, I'm happy it's green. Now, it is a stealth shooter role-playing game. A stealth, it's called Matrix Multiplication, stealth shooter. That's not in the Deus Ex saga. That's a problem for me. This is not a great era for me when it comes to PC gaming. First person, third person. It's Rainbow Six 3. It's Rainbow Six Vegas. Okay, it's a tactical first person, third person stealth shooter. Dude, we're getting lots of greens. It came out in the year 2000 to 2006. It's Jagged Alliance 2. I don't even know. Wait, hang on. Ubisoft was involved in its creation. It's Ghost Recon Full Spectrum Warrior. It's Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. I guess it is I guess that's fair. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Yeah. We don't need your fucking hint. We're gonna get one for real. It's earlier than 2005. Let's start with Splinter Cell 1. Boom. Time. We got there. You know what's crazy? Is I thought we would maximize the greens in order to create a situation where the hint would help us, but just by maximizing the greens, we narrowed it down enough that I could get it. Who would have thought? I know I've said this before. So I bought the first Splinter Cell, and I mean, it's crazy because this came out in 2002. All I can tell you is that at the time, this game looked so fucking good that I was like, this is like real life. You don't understand, bro. The lighting played a role. You could stand in the shadows and shit, and when you stood in the shadows, Sam Fisher went beep. Okay, but anyway, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. introduce spies versus mercs gameplay. You think it's fun when you're in like Call of Duty Warzone and you kill somebody and you hear their last words? Call of Duty Warzone, oh my mother, you could, there was spies versus mercs. Spies had to like heist a bomb. Mercs played in the first person and tried to shoot the spies down and stop them, okay? So it was like hide and seek. But the greatest innovation in gaming, when a spy got a merc in the chokehold, it opened up comms so the spy could whisper in the ear of the mercenary. So you'd be playing as like in first person, and then just all of a sudden you'd lose control. You'd be like this, and then you'd hear like, you know, Leroy Jenkins. It was ahead of its time. That's all I'm going to say. No, I'm not going to say people didn't say slurs back then, but I mean, that's like modern PC gaming. Back then, it was a lot of like Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboards. So they would like grab you, and then you'd hear like, who is your daddy and what does he do? Get to the chopper! I'm a cop, you idiot! And you'd be like, okay, you got me again. So true. So true. Now it's Skibbity Toilet G-Man. So true. Folks, I can't do a Trump impression, but I think the Skibbity Toilet tweet is pretty good. I will flush all the Skibbity toilets. Yes, even the G-Man Skibbity toilet that the Biden administration is so afraid of. And it is a powerful toilet, people. Many people are saying it's canonically the strongest Skibbity toilet. I don't know about that. I don't know about the power rankings of the Skibbity toilets. But I do know we could flush it, yes. Yes, we could flush it. Something like that. If we could just get someone who does a good impression on it. What are you talking about? Skibbity toilet, bro. One-word science fiction movie from 1982. Relatively well-liked by all. Cocoon. More important for its revolutionary visual effects than anything else, it's both entertaining and prescient. Videodrome. It's Tron. Dazzling movie from Walt Disney. It's fucking Tron, bro. It's Tron. Tron Funkin' Blow. There it is. Tron! If I am about to fucking expire and I've only got enough breath in my body for 5 fucking words, I don't think it's gonna be Tron Funkin' Blow. Tron Legacy did not suck. I would disagree on that one. I think Tron Legacy Funkin' Blow. What is that reference? Bro, it's Fubar. I'm not Fubar, it's Fubar. Fubar is a Canadian documentary classic, mockumentary classic. And then Fubar 2 is pretty good. They're both, Fubar 2 might even be better. It actually tells a story. Not the Netflix show, okay? Not the Netflix show. POV, it's season 3 of Dark on Netflix. This is you, 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 this is, anyway. These motherfuckers definitely just invented like the V2 rocket, in my opinion. I'm going to say this is 1931. Oh! POV, it's season 2 of Dark on Netflix. I'm going to say this is 19... Men don't wear this in public anymore. I got to get something like that going on. What even is this? Is there like a watch connected to this, or is that just to keep your vest on tight? It's a watch chain? I don't know. Is this the Chris Nolan IMAX reel for Oppenheimer? By the way, I was gone for 3 days. I came back. We got no Rotten Tomato score for Oppenheimer. We got no Rotten Tomato score for Barbie. Movie critics like, what are you doing? These are big movies. Don't they come out this Friday? You're going to tell me Chris Nolan's not screening Oppenheimer for critics? Come on. He knows he's getting at least a mid-80. Spoilers? What do you mean spoilers? This shit happened 80 years ago. Embargo lifts tomorrow. Just saying, this is a little scary. A little scary. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's Greta Gerwig. Bro, there's a strike. Bro, the movies are still coming out. The critics aren't on strike. They're just not working. There's a semantic difference, but it's a market difference. This is like 1912. 1924. Okay, now we're talking. Something I was alive for. Probably. Yeah, this is like Greece 2002. 2009? Are you crazy? 2000, what did they take the picture on? A Game Boy camera? Well, I'm already washed today. We might as well just do our best. 1927? Somewhere in there. The first millennial. What is she saying right now? I think she's saying like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. You do you. Cool waistcoat. Not. Ice cream, yum, yum. Champagne, yum, yum. No, spicy. Oh, man, so true. It's probably like 1949. Oh! Pretty horrible performance here. Not bad, though. Like that last one wasn't bad. The overall thing was, though. Presented by Sarah R. Lane Pedro. What's for breakfast at Cozy? It looks nice. It looks like it might be in like Hawaii. It looks expensive based on like the land. By the way, can I say something about BC ferries? Waiting in line for the Queen of New Westminster to take us from Swartz Bay to Swanson. They make a big announcement. BC Ferries is pleased to provide a smoke-free environment. Shut up. You didn't do anything. I'm the one keeping it smoke-free by not smoking. Why are you taking all the credit? You literally didn't do anything. In fact, your ships are like belching CO2 into the atmosphere. My ass is not smoking. I'm pleased to provide a smoke-free environment. Anyway. This is a $4 million house. That's too high. It is in Hawaii. This is a $2.85 million house. I don't think we're off by too much. That's too low. It's 3,400 square feet. You ever notice how every kitchen looks the same these days? It's $3.6 million house. That's too low. Oh, we were so close early. It's a nice bathroom. $3.8 million is we're in binary search, but look at that. Oh, we're off by $1,000. You know what? I'll let him have it. But then, like, sometimes I think it's okay that, like, all the kitchens look the same. Because they kind of solved it, right? You want a fucking island that either has the sink or the cooktop in it. You want it to be raised so you can put bar stools underneath it. You want a subway tile backsplash. They got it all figured out. You know what would be sick? I don't think we should have interior designers design houses anymore. I think we should have systems designers design houses. Instead of having an interior designer come over and be like, what would you like your living room to look like? I want like a business analyst, a systems designer, like a senior software engineer to come to my house and just observe me for like a week. I think they would make my life so much better. I think they would be like, well, you take off your clothes in the bathroom and then you put them on in the bathroom. So we put a hamper and a closet in your bathroom. And I'd be like, this looks like shit. Then the next morning, I'd hop into the shower and I'd be like, whoa, I don't know, I'll just put my clothes in the hamper. And then I'd get out of the shower and I'd be like, my clothes are right here. This is amazing. We got a permit to move your eggs to the right side of the fridge instead of the left side of the fridge because you open the fridge with your left hand. What's open is the right side of the fridge first, leaving your right hand available to grab the eggs faster. I think it could work, is all I'm saying. But then I think like 80% of my house after that would be empty. And then I would need an interior designer to be like, what do I do with this shit? Are you a left or a right chewer? I'm a right chewer. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm a right chewer. Okay. I don't know why this picture pisses me off. There's no reason this picture should really piss me off. But it pisses me off, okay? It's Matt Damon, it's Cillian Murphy, it's John Krasinski, it's Robert Downey Jr., and you can't see, but this is Emily Blunt right here. Can I just say, this is not fair? It's not fair at all. Maybe this photo wasn't meant to be, like, released. I hate what you're doing, John Krasinski. I hate what you're doing. I hate what you're doing. You're hot, just be hot. Don't make yourself ugly and pretend like you're the same as us. I hate what you're doing, Robert Downey Jr. No disrespect. I just don't know, like, what is it? He is doing a little bit of like, okay. Now, I'm sorry to say, I kind of hate what Cillian Murphy's doing here too. I'm not saying he's my favorite person of the bunch. I'm just saying I got to pour one out for Matt Damon here, who's just taking a normal photo. Everybody else, I don't know what they're doing. Everybody else is like, they've only seen other people get their photos taken, so they're like, what do I do? Matt Damon is like, I think he probably just wanted to smile politely, but everybody else brought this unhinged energy, and he's like, I got to amp it up a little bit at least, but just a little crazy to me. Also, don't eat pizza, celebrities. This is PR professional came in with this thin crust pizza. Hey, just me and my friends enjoying my favorite pizza place in New York. You've never been there. Eating your fucking microgreens, rocket salad, putting a pizza in the photo just so people think you're relatable just like them. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to say, Let me think about this. This is New York City, of course, the only place that sells pizza. Somewhere, you know what? I bet they're in Soho. I bet they're at the Friends apartment building. I'm going to say that this is, I'm going to go 2021. I'm going a little late on this one. 2023, you were 2 years off. The cast of Oppenheimer being photobombed by John Krasinski. Can you not use that word when you're talking about Oppenheimer? A little insensitive. All right. I kind of missed the one where I knew everybody and the city. Because this is India, circa 1986. Now I'm talking like Robert Downey Jr. Put me in Jaipur. 1994. The entrance point for the Taj Mahal is known for its stark contrast between extreme wealth and poverty. You were 8 years off. I'll take 6,700. I read an interview recently with Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. He talks like Tony Stark now. Or maybe he made Tony Stark talk like him. But I thought he would just be like a normal guy, and they would ask him questions and he would answer them. But every single one was like, we are in a war for Hollywood right now, okay? And you got to pick a side. I'm like, dude, brother, they just asked you how you feel about Oppenheimer opening up against Barbie. Tom Cruise is the last soldier of the Hollywood star. He is the vanguard of the old guard. And I'm like, Robert! Chill out, dude. But, you know, he's earned the right, in my opinion, to talk how he talks. Sorry. I keep minimizing the screen here. So this is the Giant's Causeway. But I'm just here to let you know, I don't know where the Giant's Causeway is. I've heard of it before. American voice. I'm pretty sure it's in America or Australia. I'm going to say the Giant's Causeway is in Kings Peak, Utah. And this is 1920. Giant's Causeway. That's in Northern Ireland. My mistake. Members from an Irish traveling community posing on Giant's Causeway. I thought this was their store. Just being honest. Now we're talking. God, I wish this was me. To be 42 years old in 1990 in downtown Zagreb. Can you imagine? Holy. Kendall Roy. By the way, you might have heard the doorbell. I don't do that anymore. I'm not answering. I'm at work right now. Jason Schwartzman. Whatever you're saying, she is not interested. Or maybe you're married. I've seen that look before. Oh, man. They rang the bell again. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not answering it. I took Friday off. I'm not answering it. You can drop it. You can drop it right there. If you need something from me, I'm not here. Anyway. This is Italy. This is Rome. $1989. It's 1980. A couple standing in Piazza della Signora in Florence. Okay. 6,700 points. I'll take it. Yeah, this mad lad. I love him. He's so crazy. This one's throwing me for a loop. Because it's not British. Stay alert, stay alive. Like this is England, but this is not England. And then this is .com/AU, but that's throwing me for a loop too. I don't even know if you can see this. But .com/AU, that's not Australia. That's like .com.au. But this license plate is not British. But this cop is British. But maybe Australian cops are British. So I'm going to say this is Australia. Just being honest, I don't know what an Australian police officer looks like. I'm going to say this is 2021. It's 2016. It is Australia. A man posing while an officer takes an image as evidence of damage from a loosed tire. What's wrong with it? Matt Gross, I thought I did pretty well. Oh, because so many things said Victoria. Victoria is a province in Australia. Well, I didn't know that. Because if you wanted me to know more things about your country, then have more of your country move away from this fucking area right here. Okay? Or where's Melbourne? You forgot about Melbourne. It's fucking in there somewhere, okay? Tell them 1 in 7 people that lives from here needs to move over so I could learn some shit about Alice Springs or fucking, let me zoom it in. There's not even any cities. There's not even any villages here. So I learned something about Norsemen, okay? And Mount Thirsty. You can't even make this up. Mount Thirsty. You live in Canada? I don't live in Canada. I live in Vancouver. Okay, final score 31,000. Not great. Listed. What about Northern Canada? I would never be, I don't know what it is about the people, like as soon as someone gets something about their home country wrong, they're like, you should know it. If I showed a random picture to an American and I was like, this is in Canada, guess where it is? And their ass said like Timmins, and I was like, oh, actually, that's North Bay. I wouldn't be like, how do you not know that? I'd be like, of course you don't know that, because nobody fucking cares. It's North Bay, bro. Tim Hortons, Boston Pizza, Rigney's Building Supplies, you know, Home Depot. It's all the same shit. This is a $473,561 house. That's too high. It's in Nebraska. $3,650. 198,000. $261,499. 215,321. Oh, how about a little 223 even? Oh, he's crazy. He's insane. How did he know that with only an incredible amount of information? I forgot about Traveler. Today I'd like to go from East Timor to India. That's a problem because I don't know where East Timor is. I didn't think East Timor was a country. I thought it was Timor-Leste. Leste? It's the same thing? I thought East Timor was like 90s terminology. Wait, lest means east? What a country. Okay. India. I got to figure out where the hell you are. Are you connected to Indonesia? Yes, you are. That's a beautiful first guess. So we're going to go Indonesia to Malaysia. There's a lot of land here, brother. To Thailand, I think. Take me to Thailand. Oh! I mean, can you not just connect via like China at this point? Oh. Via Laos? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. What did I miss on the critical path? Myanmar. Ijbol at Myanmar. Okay, it's still pretty good. Laos has done a lot of work for us today. Oh, here we go. This is, weirdly enough, this is actually like one of the toughest for me because I actually know enough to have to think. You ready for this? This is Puck Doku, which means you can leave. Seattle and Pittsburgh, Jared McCann. It's literally like the only dude I know who's played for. He might be the only guy who's played for both. Arizona and Pittsburgh. We're going Phil Kessel, 3-time Stanley Cup winner. Arizona goalie, that's an easy one. Give me Nikolai Habibulin, the Bulin Wall. Seattle goalie, give me Philip Grubauer. Dallas goalie. You know what? Let's go out of left field. Give me, you know what? Why don't you give me an Andy Moog on that one? Listen, we could have gone Marty Turco. We could have gone Ed Belfour. We could have gone Ben Bishop. There's a number of different ways we could have gone. We give me at least one deep cut, okay? Now things become tough here a little bit because almost nobody good has played for your team, no disrespect. Jeremy Roenick, Keith Kachuk, Teppo Numanen. Just running the numbers here. Brett Hull. And then over here, I'm like Steve Staios, you know? I'm like Sheldon Soure. Sheldon Soure also played for Dallas. I'm crazy. I'm insane. I've lost my mind. Dallas to Winnipeg, or sorry, Dallas to Pittsburgh. Let me think about this for a second. Dallas to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Kevin Stevens. Jaromir Jagr. Jared McCann. Phil Housley. Larry Murphy. Rico Fata. Am I crazy to think that Rico Fata also played for Dallas? I think I'm thinking of Faxa. It's two different guys. This is the one, because I can name like, oh, you know what? It's got to be Jordan Eberle. That's, you know what? We narrowed the subset in our brain. That's easy enough. This one's like gettable, but I don't know it. Sean Horkoff? Sean Horkoff. I think he played for LA. Sean Horkoff. Who was the other guy? Alish Hemsky. Alish Hemsky. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this for a second. Taylor Hall. Ryan Nugent Hopkins. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get one of you. I don't know. Goalies is sometimes the easiest for me. Marc-Andre Fleury, Tom Barrasso, Patrick Lalime, Ron Francis, Christopher Letang. A Stahl. Did a Stahl play? Am I crazy to think that maybe Jordan Stahl played for you? I don't know. Jason Spezza, he was not a bump. Tyler Seguin, wrong blue, black, and white team. That's, you're thinking of Boston. Now, Oilers, take me back here for a second. So you're tough to think of because you don't, no disrespect, you got a great jersey. You got nothing else going on. Sorry. Radim Verbata. Michael Hansus. I'm washed. I got no idea. Dallas, Pittsburgh. Dallas and Pittsburgh. There's got to be one. Joe Neuendijk. Darian Hatcher. Darian Hatcher. Oh, Kevin Hatcher. Darian Hatcher. Kevin Hatcher. Oh, okay, it was Kevin. Oh. Hang on. We did get Kevin Hatcher. Let me see the stats on this one. Zach Cassian. Oh, you fucking cheaters. Don't, come on. You cheaters. Alexiak. Alish Hemsky was in there. Of course you got Marty Turco. Holy cow. Mike Smith. Mike Smith, we got this one right already. You don't need to give me a, oh, maybe it works here as well. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. Soure was a pretty nuts get. Thank you. Take me back to the game. I mean, honestly, look, we only got 8, but a 1%, a 1%, and a 2%, nobody knows the Dallas Stars like me, okay? Nobody knows the Dallas Stars like me. And nobody doesn't know the Seattle Kraken worse than me. I don't know who the hell plays for them at all. Slash marker, that's the